This week's been like a coming together week. We've had a whole lot of things coming together on site. We've had cabinetry delivery, had island bench frame delivery, guys have put deck down outside, lighting's going in, a few things for our pool have been delivered as well. So yeah, it's awesome. It felt a little bit stagnant here for 2 weeks while we were working on the prep and the bones of everything. But to have it come together and come to life this week's very exciting.
So we put this down yesterday for the majority of it. We did a bit of screwing off this morning. This is quite a nice, large Australian hardwood deck board. We've got Blackbutt. So really nice choice from the client here. It was a pleasure to fix down. Nice wide board, fills out the space quite quickly. So we've got a couple of decisions to make about how we finish it against the threshold, and also the finish of the deck against the landscaping and the stairs. But the majority of the deck is now done.
Mate, can you run inside and grab the floor plan just off there should be a floor plan on the desk or something?
Just the general floor plan.
Yeah, which I just need the FFL inside. It'll be on the normal floor plan.
Yep.
So we're setting out for our pool, working out our heights, working out all of our setbacks, ready for concrete. We're expecting a Rio delivery, fingers crossed, Monday morning. Today's Friday, so starting next week with a Rio delivery. Pretty quickly the guys will form up the pool, do all the formwork. The following day is the plumbing, and then the third day is the concrete. So we don't want to do the set out and the cleanup of the pool area too early, because excavations have a tendency to, the edges soften, you lose a bit of feel, you get water in the base, comes with sediment. So when we've got a locked in date, which we do now, we start to tidy our excavation, clear the area and get it ready for a nice accurate pool install. Talk to you a little bit about the island frame. It was always like how do you say, I guess like a Pinterest idea or something. The owner always had this photo in her mind of what the island wanted to look like, but no real details on how to build it. So this is it, it's come together, it looks mint. Some things that you'd never noticed, which were like a consideration that we had to make, are things like the size of the square hollow section. Automatically you think 50, but we actually went 40, 10 mil smaller. And it just gives it a really nice weight. It doesn't feel too heavy in the space. I think it looks great. So you know with any floor in your house or at the cafe or wherever it is, that tables and chairs hardly ever sit perfectly flat. So we're talking about a 3.6 meter long island bench here on a concrete slab with a timber floor. Variance of, let's say, 2 millimeters in that, which is pretty regular, is going to mean that we're going to have deviations in our island frame. So a really cool feature that we designed, adjustable feet. So you're not sticking a coaster underneath it. Out of the 6 feet on this island bench, 5 of them are adjustable. So we've threaded in a foot, and that's how easy it is to adjust. So we can get our island perfectly level and straight, so the bench top lines up with the rest of the kitchen. If you come around this side, this is the 6 foot. It has an electrical cable that's concealed in the slab. It comes out in pinpoint precision through the timber floor to come up through a small hole in the bottom of this channel, and then it's concealed within the island frame to become a GPO with a USB port. So when you're sitting here, you can plug in your laptop, plug in your phone, no cables in sight. So that's a very cool detail. I like this. So this leg essentially gauges where the rest of them need to be set to. So that's the island frame, it's going in. The bench top will go on Monday. So yeah, very cool.
My name's Mike. I'm the joiner, contracted to install the joinery. My nickname?
Fuzzy?
Fuzzy Yolo.
Well, explain that to us, please.
No, my surname's Furza. Gets abbreviated to Fuzzy. Sometimes this probably comes into it, and Yolo is just my, I don't know, it's the funny part of this new world of social media. It's just, all the young kids are saying it, so I thought I'd say it too.
So I'm standing in the extra bedroom, which is just off the extension of the new part of the house. It was always spec to have the existing timber floor refurbished. The owners came in the other day and they just loved the herringbone floor and have decided to extend the herringbone floor into this room. hell of a call because it looks amazing. This is kind of like a multi-purpose room. It is bedroom for now, but down the track it will likely become a study or an office space. The herringbone floor absolutely transforms this room. Before it was cypress, it wasn't even the Cowrie. It was just an additional cypress room. It had an awkward little transition at the door threshold. But yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. It's great when the clients can come through mid-construction, whether it's a scheduled meeting or just a catch-up, and they see things because they know how they're going to use the space, and they see something like this and they're like, you know what, we need to invest the money to have the floors done in here as well. We were lucky enough that our contractors at Madeira were able to line up the material and the installers on short notice. And then the guys are putting in skirting and architrave today. So this room's going to come together. It is come together already. So yeah, very exciting.
Next stage for our deck area is the barbecue joinery. So there's going to be a nice gas barbecue fixed in here with some fibre cement cladding on some joinery doors, which we need to build. We've already pulled up the cable for the power. We can see that there are some other services running through the wall there. So that's going to come out probably in line with the brickwork here and just sort of complete the space. So summertime coming up, you want to host a family for Christmas, you've got the perfect place to do it.
Next week, Monday, Tuesday, by about Wednesday, this place is going to almost look like a finished house. It's still very much a building site this week with the installation of the cabinetry, but that gets completely dressed up and transformed with those finishing surfaces that go on. Another item for next week is also our real timber veneer door panels for the kitchen, the TV unit and the vanity. They've been going through a really rigorous staining process to try and match the sample that we had from the start. So it looks like we've hit the money on that, and by Monday they'll go into production, paint production anyway. And yeah, that's the big ones for next week. The other one's the pool, obviously. So we're staging the job. There's inside and outside work that needs to happen at the same time to make sure we finish on time. So yeah, the pool is the big one for outside next week. 10 more days left on this job. It's 2 weeks and we're done. So really exciting to see it all come together. I hope you guys are too.